they will beat the Brooklyn Nets.
Audio courtesy of ESPN. Even Devin Booker from the Phoenix Suns gave the Golden State Warriors some credit after ex-Warrior Damian Lee had the winning shot over the Dallas Mavericks.
It was unbelievable. But, I knew it was coming. He knows how to play the game. He knows how to play the right way. And, big ups to Golden State. They have that culture. They have that environment. And, you can see, it's instilled in them. And, that's how they've been so successful as they've been.
Audio courtesy of the NBA. From the sports desk, Vic Staragosa, KCBS.
ERC Employee Retention Credit. This is where the federal government will give employers up to $26,000 per qualified employee. So if you had 10, that would be up to over $250,000. If you had 20, up to just over $500,000, and so on. And there's two different ways to qualify. And what is a crying shame, a lot of people think you have to have both. And a lot of people were told, even by their CPAs, that if your gross revenue wasn't down by a certain amount, you qualify. Not true. There's a different independent way to qualify. It's either or. Bottom line is, you can just contact us. We'll tell you if you qualify. And if you do, let's get your free money from the federal government. It's a grant. That means you don't pay it back. It's not a loan. It's yours to do with as you please. 888 Tax Deal. That's 888-TAXDEAL. 888 Tax Deal. Or MoskowitzLLP.com. MoskowItzLLP.com.
From abortion to inflation, the issues in elections across the country have far-reaching implications for the Bay Area. We're breaking them down on The Home Stretch, Odyssey's new original political podcast. I'm KCBS political reporter Doug Sovereign. Each week I'll talk with a range of experts to give you a no-fuss 15-minute download of the most pressing issues on this year's ballot. Download the Odyssey app and follow KCBS, and listen to The Home Stretch on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Right now, we want to listen to Frank Munich. He's got our latest look at the roads.
Well, we have a little bit of clarification on exactly what's closed for road work in Berkeley. Caltrans had been saying that they expected to have all lanes shut down on eastbound 80 effectively between University and Buchanan. The Albany exit, but what is actually happening is that the two right lanes are coned off, and ultimately the 4 right lanes are going to be coned off. The left lane is going to stay open, and that's road work which is scheduled to go on until 6 this morning, and it's to build pedestrian and bicycle overcrossing at Gilman Street. So again, right now, only the 2 right lanes are coned off there. You can get by in the 3 left lanes on eastbound 80 at Gilman. We are looking at a new problem being reported in Oakland, westbound 80, just before the 880 split. That's a stall. In fact, we have a car blocking the far right lane there. Its flashers are on, and now the CHP is there as well, so you will get a little bit of advance notice from all those lights that stall is out there. Your next update at 12:28 on the traffic leader KCBS.
Here's your KCBS 6-day forecast. It will be sunny and beautiful for your Monday. Chilly overnight, though. In fact, a frost advisory is in effect for the Bay Area until 9 o'clock this morning. Highs later today, mid-60s to mid-70s. Rest of the week, partly to mostly sunny. Highs 60s with some low 70s. Right now in San Francisco, it's 59 degrees. In Sonoma, 61 degrees. In Palo Alto, Berkeley, and South San Francisco, it is 55 degrees. Traffic and weather together on the 8th on All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS. Sponsored by Chilton Auto Body.
Have you been in a car accident? Chilton Auto Body has 15 convenient Bay Area locations to help restore your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Chilton Auto Body is also actively hiring for all positions. For more details, head to ChiltonAutoBody.com. The Bay Area's leader in collision repair.
KCBS News Time, 12:21. A major weekend-long Napa Valley fundraiser has netted $1.4 million to help disabled veterans, especially those suffering from PTSD. KCBS's Jeffrey Schaub checked in with the co-sponsors of the event, celebrity TV chef Guy Fieri and country music star and actor Tim McGraw.
Fieri and McGraw sat down for a talk at Silver Oak Winery in Yountville. It's where the pair held the Wine Country Weekend fundraiser, including a concert by the country music star Friday night and a celebrity softball game Saturday. Of PTSD, Fieri says,
there's a factor of PTSD that people don't really, it's just coming to light now.
The Food Network star says America needs to do more to support its vets.
And I just think that as much time and energy and love and effort that they put into keeping us free, we should double down, triple down, and support them when they come back.
Both the Guy Fieri and Tug McGraw foundations have raised millions to support vets suffering with serious emotional issues and significant brain injuries as well. McGraw says therapy and support should begin before military service members are discharged.
While in the military is key, because you wait till these guys are out or these gals are out and they're going into real life after being in a traumatic environment, and without any support to lead them out, to help them transition.
It's not a movie. We're not watching a movie. They're in real life situations. They're watching their best friends. They're watching their leaders. They're watching people that they don't even know, but that are Americans and not even Americans, go through these horrific situations.
The Wine Country Weekend event also honored first responders and raised $1.4 million overall. In the Napa Valley, Jeffrey Schaub, KCBS.
To the South Bay, where San Jose's push to bring free wireless access to every city resident depends on digital literacy. As KCBS's David Welch reports, city libraries are filling the role of technical support for all.
San Jose's public library system refers to it as digital equity. The new role was born out of the pandemic, when many students needed the equipment and knowledge to get online for classes. But now that city leaders are continuing their efforts to bring free wireless connections to every household, San Jose's city librarian Jill Bourne says those efforts have extended to everyone with a library card.
Our teams have put together a whole menu of classes and courses in English, Spanish, and Vietnamese. We have some in Chinese coming.
Librarians in the city not only serve as a source for information on how to get online, they're also in the business of supplying the equipment to do so.
We circulate what we call devices, but a device could be a hotspot, or it could be a tablet, or it could be a Chromebook laptop.
And although Bourne says she's often surprised by the library's new role, she sees how it's a good fit.
I certainly didn't expect our librarians to be working with information technology and public works to put antennas on light poles, but really it's all about the same mission.
In San Jose, David Welch, KCBS.
An elementary school teacher has been arrested in Sacramento for hiding a teenage boy who disappeared 2 years ago. The 15-year-old boy ran away from home in Rancho Cordova after having an argument with his family. 61-year-old Olga Castillo Oliveras is a second-grade teacher and the mother of one of the boy's friends. She's being held in the Sacramento County Main Jail without bail and is set to appear in court later today.
This is the Bloomberg Money Minute. It is a big numbers week ahead for Wall Street. Not only will we see earnings reports from tech giants like Amazon, Alphabet, Apple, etc., we'll also hear from industrial giants like Boeing and Caterpillar, and consumer giants Kraft Heinz and McDonald's. We'll also get a look at the government's reading of the nation's economic output last quarter. And former Treasury Secretary Larry Summers says he's not too happy with the Biden administration's approach to what he calls the Russian-Saudi axis when it comes to the possibility of oil price spikes.
My guess is that that's going to happen, but I think that's a major downside wild card.
And Summers there on Bloomberg's Wall Street Week. And the recent surge in inflation means a boost in how much money we'll be able to put in our 401ks next year. It is a record now, the contributions limit jumping by $2,000 to $22,500. That's the biggest dollar increase since the cutoff was indexed to inflation 15 years ago. Denise Pellegrini, Bloomberg Radio.
What do you have for us today, Charlotte?
Charlotte is the little sister of the Tooth Fairy. Charlotte is the Joke Fairy. If you have stuff in your shed that you haven't used in the past 12 months,
yes,
you're not storing stuff, you got junk.
Turn your storage shed into a shed that you can use again.
Give yourself some space in the universe.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
We make junk disappear.
All you have to do is point.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.